What's up everyone? Hope you have all been doing well, and welcome to the definitive Outbreak Operation Excision quest guide. Today we will go over how to complete every step of the main quest, as well as the location of all red warp portals, the crashed helicopter, all Aethereal Orb locations, mystery box locations, and some tips and tricks to help you complete this quest either solo or with your friends. This quest turned out to be a lot easier than I had hoped it would be, at least compared to Operation Inversion, particularly the Legion boss fight, but hopefully that means that some of you guys who were struggling with the first Outbreak quest will have no problem completing this quest. First things first, just like the last quest, you must warp to Wave 3 to even start this. I would recommend doing as many side objectives as possible and focus on completely maxing out whatever gun you are loading in with to make the final step and boss fight easier. Since this quest is more generalized than the last one, we don't really need a specific weapon to give us an advantage, so use whatever you're most comfortable with and stick with that gun. I highly recommend the Street Sweeper shotgun along with Frenzied Guard, but that's just my opinion. Use whatever you like. Now, once we reach Wave 3, we need to locate a red warp portal similar to the tears we have seen on the edge of the map that were added recently. They emit a very specific and strange sound, and they will always be in the same place depending on what region you are in. The only drawback to this quest is that there are no red portals in Sanatorium, as the actual quest takes place there. So if you get unlucky, like I did, and get Sanatorium for your third wave, you'll have to wait until Wave 4 to start the quest. The good thing is, since there is only one step before starting the main quest, you can complete this on Wave 4. As I said earlier, these portals will always spawn in the same location on their respective region. Just jump through the portal and you will be shot out way up in the sky. Once you're floating, you need to land inside 3 more red portals, and again, these will always be in the same exact spot for their respective region. I would recommend pulling your parachute and floating slowly towards the portal to make sure you don't miss it. If you do miss it, the portal will disappear and you will need to go to the next wave to try again. Once you jump through the final portal, you will be shot out one last time, and a beacon device will come flying out as well, landing on the ground somewhat nearby. Just float down, or free fall if your stamina up is upgraded, and grab the beacon listening device, similar to the one obtained in the first Outbreak quest. I have found all of the initial portal spawns, as well as their subsequent portal spawns, and the exact location that the beacon falls every time, so let's go ahead and watch that now. Timestamps will be down in the description below. After you obtain the listening device, simply take it to the beacon, just like we did in the last quest, and choose the new respond option to talk to Ravenov. He will tell you that you need to travel to the sanatorium to assist him. Now just warp and you will automatically be taken there, and Weaver will instruct you to locate a helicopter that was carrying scientists who want to defect to Requiem. This helicopter is located in the carved hills every time, so just head over there and get close enough to it to trigger the dialogue. Once the dialogue is over, a horde of zombies will spawn and you will need to deal with it, so go ahead and take them out. Once this is done, there's a radio hanging out the right side of the helicopter that you can interact with. If it says secure the site, then there is still a zombie hanging around. Otherwise, it will have the option to play the audio, and an Omega scientist will explain that they needed to cross the bridge to get to safety, and will be able to do so thanks to a new device that neutralizes the rift surrounding the edge of the map. He will explain that another one is there for you to use, but you need to obtain an Ethereal Orb to use it. This Ethereal Orb will be similar to the ones we've seen before that drop essence when they're shot, but will have an orange color to it instead. It will spawn in one of 3 locations around the map. The first one is on top of the spa building on the southern edge of the map. The second will be inside of the pool where the Pack-a-Punch machine is in the large circular building. And the final location is on the rooftop of the northernmost building of the map. Simply shoot the orb and follow it around, and it will head towards the large bridge on the northeastern edge of the map. Once it's there, it will float above the recon rover, and Ravenov will mention that we need to find a toy to entice it into the cage. To obtain the toy, we need to find an evil bunny at one of the 3 mystery box locations. There is a box location on the roof of the large circular building, one in the groundskeeping area on the northern portion of the map near the armory/arsenal location, and one in the market square area on the southwestern corner of the map near where the crashed helicopter was. The bunny will never spawn in the location that the mystery box is active at, so you can always ignore that spot and check the other 2. You'll know you found the right one when you see a large evil bunny sitting in the middle of a destroyed mystery box. Interact with it, and a wave of zombies will appear that you need to eliminate. Once this is done, the bunny will drop a load of salvage and other goodies, including intel, and if you interact with it again, you will pick it up and put it on your back, just like the ether canisters from the retrieve objective, except you'll be able to run at full speed. Now all you need to do is take the bunny over to the rover on the bridge, interact with the cage on the back, and the bunny will go inside, and eventually the Ethereal Orb will as well. Afterwards, a radio will fall off the top of the rover that you need to interact with. Listen to this dialogue, and once it's done, interact with the back left side of the rover to begin the escort. Now, a word of warning, once you interact with this rover, there is no turning back. It will create a perimeter around you that will protect you from the rift and take you to a new area of the map where the final fight will happen. Before interacting with the rover, I would make sure you have your arsenal as strapped as possible. Full armor, Pack-a-Punch 3, and legendary tier weapon, monkey bombs, and I would also recommend bringing along a chopper gunner to make the final fight just a little easier. Just follow the rover, kill all the enemies, and keep the damage to the rover to a minimum. If the rover loses all of its health, you will fail and get a game over. Once you have successfully transported the rover, you will be at the monument site with a giant staircase in front of you. Simply walk up the stairs, and at the top, take a right or left and head up more stairs to get to the top of the structure. Once you're at the top, you will see a pile of burnt and mangled bodies lying on the ground, and next to them will be a piece of intel as well as a radio. Interact with this radio, and you will learn that this whole ordeal was a trap, and the final fight will commence. Weaver will order emergency exfil, and the ground below the facility will be marked with an exfil icon. Head down below, and several boss zombies as well as an Orda will spawn, and you will need to eliminate them all, similar to any other exfil. If you use your chopper gunner, you should be able to take out most of the enemies and do a decent amount of damage to the Orda. After your chopper gunner runs out, just take out the rest of the enemies and Orda, and then you will be able to board the chopper and exfil. And that's it. We beat the new quest for Outbreak, and the next cutscene will trigger. Hopefully this helped you guys, and thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.